Hey there, interwebs. This is Staff Sergeant Raymond Hoy, and this is your Academy Notes for Wednesday, November 17th, 2010. Alright, up next we're going to talk to you guys about the Academy Firefighters. Those guys and gals in the flame retardant outfits went down to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina this last week. They ended up winning 3 trophies, one for women's relay, one for women's tandem, and one for co-ed tandem. Now the highlight and heavily favored team was the Fembots. This was actually a combined team that consisted of women from the Air Force Academy and the local Colorado Springs Fire Department. The World Firefighter Combat Competition is actually an international event. Firefighters come from around the world. They participate in a variety of events that simulate the physical demands that firefighting takes on the body. These things include hoisting, chopping, climbing towers, and general things that involve heat and water and stuff. Anyway, I don't really know, but you read the story down below and you kind of get the gist. I just read the highlights, so whatever. But just to be clear, this was the World Championships, so it's kind of a big deal. Alright guys, let's talk about a little bit of sports. First up, we're going to give hockey a little bit of love. The Bulldogs of Yale came to the Cadet Ice Arena and they ended up losing 4-3 in a really cool game on Sunday night. I was actually at that game, and let me tell you, it was a little bit worrisome. We spent a lot of the game down on their side of the ice. We just couldn't get things going. I don't know what it was, but the Bulldogs ended up having 16 penalties on the night. Spent a lot of time in the box. Now 5 minutes into the third period, Falcons finally showed up and they scored a goal. Oh, and then they scored 3 more goals within like the next 9 minutes. And they shut Yale down. Yale just couldn't get it going. They didn't know what the heck was going on, and that place was jumping. We also had some huge penalty kills. There was a couple times where they had 5-on-3 and it wasn't looking good. A freshman goaltender, Jason Torv, held it down. Oh, and did I mention I went to the game and I caught a puck? Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Hurt the hell out of my hand though. Oh, did I mention that Yale was number 3 in the country? Great job to our boys on the ice. And of course we got to talk about football news. The triple option boys took on the Lobos of New Mexico this past Saturday. Yeah, and they pretty much crushed them 48-23. It was kind of sad. Took them a little bit to get going. Lobos laid some huge hits on our Falcons, kind of like this one. Yeah, ouch. Now quarterback Tim Jefferson actually came away from the game with a broken nose, left the game early. However, Connor Dietz ended up coming to the game. He ended up running for 1 touchdown and throwing another. If any of you guys missed it, I actually did a sideline reporting thing. You guys should check it out. It's in the link below. Alright, that brings us to our question of the day. It's the question of the day. It's the question of the day. I'm probably not going to use that. Alright, before I get to today's question of the day, I'm going to talk to you about last week's question of the day. Last week I asked, if you guys were in charge of the Air Force Academy and you wanted to see a green initiative, what would you use? Well, we had a couple people comment on our Facebook page. Kelly Honholz actually said that we should use all the hot air from the staff in the PA office. Thanks a lot, Kelly. But anyway, on to today's question. As you all know, the win over Army made us bowl eligible. If you had your choice of which bowl we played in and who we played, what would you pick? Would you want us to be in the Rose Bowl playing USC? Or maybe the Gator Bowl playing Bama? Or maybe we just try to get revenge on TCU? Alright guys, that's all I got for this week. Again, any of the links are going to be down below, so click on those to read any more about the stories I just told you about. Make sure you give me answers to the question of the day. Video responses are super cool, please. And I will see you next week.